going to be doing a Halloween makeup. I am super excited to do this. I kind of got some inspiration off of Google because when it is Halloween, it's also a bonfire night down where my dad lives, and I'm so up for dressing up. So I am thinking of doing a kind of corpse bride kind of look. If you don't know what film that's from Tim Burton's film Corpse Bride. But this makeup look, it could also be like a doll. You don't need the same makeup that I do. This is just makeup that I have because I use this makeup every single day. And I've also got some paints from Poundland, really cheap, obviously, £1. There's a white cream and a black cream. And they do have a sponge, but I also have a sponge myself that I bought. So this is the Real Techniques Beauty Blender. This is really good. As you can see, if I show you this one, this is what I normally use for my makeup. So you can see that I've used this quite a lot. It does need to be replaced. And with that, I have a pack of paintbrushes because with this look you need some fine detail of black. So I thought I'd use a paintbrush instead of a makeup brush. So first of all, I'm just going to put my hair back because I know what I'm like. So obviously I've got makeup on already, so I need to go and take that off. Okay, so what you're going to need for this look is a clean face. Take off all of your makeup, don't have anything on, not even a primer or anything, because you were just about to do something. So the first thing that you need to put on is your moisturiser. This can be any moisturiser or a lotion, just anything to kind of create a barrier. I wouldn't say primer necessarily, just keep it to moisturiser. You will also need some foundation. My foundation is MAC. Then you will need some bronzer. Again, this is number 7. I also do have my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. You don't need this, one or the other is absolutely fine. It depends what you use every day. I have some eyeshadow, this is from Maybelline. I have some mascara, I have a highlighter, I have some setting powder, and I have my 2 concealers, my Rimmel one and my MAC one, my brow gel, and I also have some lip salve just to keep my lips hydrated throughout this. So with your moisturiser you put on a generous amount all over. So like I said, this is just to create a barrier between your makeup and the paint, because if you're like me, I have quite sensitive skin, so I don't know if this paint is going to react at all. So I mean, it's from Poundland, so I'm guessing it probably will, but you never know. So I'm just going to let my moisturiser dry and then we will get going. So now that my moisturiser has dried, I am going to go ahead with the white cream paint. I would say that for best results I would use proper like acting paint that they have, like stage paint, but I didn't have enough time, so. And I'm just going to put this on. I'm going to start with half of my face. Make sure you leave like this kind of bit free, so that's why I'm doing half of my face first, because I'm then going to see where I want to have my normal skin. You want to get it onto your neck as well, but you can be a lot more careless with your neck. My hair's not going to be up, so I'm going to leave my ears out of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry first, and then I will put another coat on. Okay, so now that I've got the second layer on, and while it's drying, I'm going to start with this side because I don't need paint as such for that side. This is where I'm going to put my actual normal makeup. So for my normal makeup, I'm going to put a primer over my moisturiser, just because this way I think my makeup stays on longer and better. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Primer. So I am going to take my new beauty blender, which feels absolutely lovely. I'm going to take that with my MAC foundation. I'm going to very gently build up the colour of foundation because I don't want it to go everywhere. I'm just going to put a tiny bit on my hand to start off with, and literally just really gently pat it on. I had been in a dance show, and I was a cheerleader in that, and I was with 3 other girls who was doing the show with me, and they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna put makeup on, look really kind of zombie. Obviously they still wanted to look good, and I didn't really understand, I didn't really get that because I've never kind of been one to kind of don't know, look good to impress or anything like that. I'm not saying that they just were happy with dressing like a nice looking zombie, if you were. And I came down and I had a whole entire face with white makeup on. I'll insert a picture here, actually, a close-up of me, and everyone else just had like a bullet or, you know, a cut, and I was like full out zombie. I felt like such a prat, but you know, at least people would remember me. It's the girl that didn't get the memo. These haven't been shaved in a while, so I apologise in advance because I'm up at uni. I don't have my lovely lady who does my eyelashes or eyebrows, to be fair. So it's been quite difficult getting to grips with not having someone here to keep up my appearances. This is my MAC Prep and Prime highlighter in the colour Radiant Rose. I'm just going to do this to put where my highlighted features, if you were, would be. This kind of creates more 3D to this side of your face, because obviously this side is going to be very flat, very kind of dead. So next I am taking my MAC Prep and Prime powder. This is white, so it's like translucent, and it's just, I always go to this cheek first, don't do that. Okay, so next I'm going to go into eyeshadow. This is my Maybelline palette. You will have seen this in my favourites if you have watched them, because this is absolutely amazing. I love this so much. So I'm thinking today we should go maybe a bit dark. So this colour that I'm just putting on my lid is this colour here. And then I'm going to go with this colour on the outside just for my crease. And then in the outer corners of my eye, I'm just going to sweep the black along just so it creates a bit more definition. I don't use a lot of the black because it's such a deep and daring colour, as I call it. So I'm gently going to build that up. I'm going to take a little diddy brush, which this is the accent brush from one of the Real Techniques packets, and I'm just going to take the black again and run it along this bottom lash line. And while we're here, I'm just going to add lip salve just to this side of my lips. I like to hydrate my lips. So this is my mascara. It's the Lash Sensational by Maybelline. I am in love with this. And I'm going to put this on my bottom lashes as well. I'm just going to take my number 7 Jewel Bronzer. This is in this kind of colour. And I'm going to take my big powder brush from Real Techniques, swirl it in there, and just go on my cheekbone. So like I said at the start of the video, this is my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette. It's very lovely. Again, this was quite expensive, but it's in my favourites video, so if you want to know the price of it, watch my favourites video. So I'm going to use this colour here, which is called Fawn. And I'm going to take, yes you guessed it, a Real Techniques brush. This is the Bold Metals range in the number 301. I'm just going to swirl it around in the fawn and then just go down the hollow of my cheek. Flip. I just dabbed it in the wrong colour. Look at that contour, guys. Blimey already. I use this colour here, which is the colour I never ever use because it is super dark. Alright, let's see if we can make a happy mistake out of that. I'm going to take this colour here, which is in the colour Java, and I'm just going to put a tiny bit on my brush and just sweep it in the same place. I'm going to buff that out. Now after that, I'm going to keep with the contour palette and just use this shade here, which is in the colour Banana. And I'm just going to take my little contour brush and I'm going to just dab it in there and just take it under my eye. Then I'm going to take this colour here, which is in the colour Sand. I'm just going to take a bit and pop it just on my brow bone. I'm going to take my Soap and Glory Glow All Out highlighter, and with my contour brush I'm literally just going to put a dab of it in and just sweep it just above my cheekbone. And I'm also going to take this on my brow bone as well. And then to finish off the proper bit of makeup, apart from lipstick, is a white kohl pencil. This is in the Maybelline collection. I'm just going to rub this along my waterline. So with the eyeliner, I always put on one coat first and then just wait a few minutes for it to dry and then go over again, because that way the white is really, really white, makes your eyes look bigger, more alive, and just a lot better. That is the eye makeup done. Well, let's move on. It might be best to use my lovely paintbrush that I love so much, but I don't really want to get it because it's my watercolour paintbrush. I'll go with my watercolour paintbrush just in case it all turns out awful. Okay, so I'm going to use the back of this as a kind of like paint palette. Squeeze some of the black onto it. So with my paintbrush I'm going to dip the very tip into the paint and then go around the outside of my face. And remember when you are doing the black line to go under your nose this bit, because I very nearly forgot to do that. Oh, it tickles. So now that we've got the kind of outline of what we kind of want to do, this is where you kind of add cracks into it. Okay, so the white paint has pretty much set, so I'm going to go in with my paintbrush and try and create a few cracks around the side. Okay. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. If you continue doing it like this, this will be great. So for lipstick, I'm going to go with the Rimmel London in the Kate collection, which is number 107. This is then the new matte range, and I love this colour so much. Oh, it's got really dark, isn't it? Blimey, really? That's come dark quick. I'm just going to pop the light on. I actually really like this look. I think it's pretty cool. Definitely with like corpse bride-ness as well going on with it. Pull my hair forward because that's how it will be. And then really, really backcomb my hair. Make me look really, really cool. If you follow me on my Facebook page for my YouTube channel, I'll link it down below, but when I have done this makeup properly with an outfit as well, I will post that and you guys can like it, and then hopefully you have liked this tutorial. I'm pretty happy with it, to be fair. Tweet me photos if you have Twitter. If you do the hashtag RosieColeYouTube, I'll put it down here, I will be able to see them because no one has yet claimed that hashtag, so that hashtag is mine. If you follow me on my Facebook page, please post me your photos of you doing this look, and I would really, really love it. I would really, really, really love to see them. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you have a fantastic Halloween. If I don't see you before, I'm sure I will. But have a lovely week and I will see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye! And yeah, you'll need really, really basic ingredients. Wait, no. Yay!